So right now we will listen to Mr. Krys Kofi Mokosa, who will give us the challenges faced by reporters in gathering content. Krys, if you can hear me, unmute yourself and go ahead with your presentation.
During the town hall meeting organized by Gasa Media, which took place on the 16th of October 2022, Krys Kofi, one of its reporters, spoke on the challenges faced by reporters in the grassroots media.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam the Moderator, Mr. Ernest Kumba, Gasa Media's Director, Professor John Kemji, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. I guess you all can get me all right.
We can.
Okay, so I'll move ahead. As earlier mentioned, I go by the name Krys Kofi, a student journalist here at Gasa Media. Well, I must admit I am not accustomed to public speaking, but I will give it my best shot. Here before you is my PowerPoint presentation on the challenges faced by reporters in the grassroots media. This will be based more on my personal experience while I work with Gasa Media here. I start with my introduction, which states that as reporters, we have a key role to provide accurate coverage and disseminate unbiased information within tight deadlines. But the process is not as easy as it looks because of the following challenges.
One of the challenges he brought up was on content development. Reporters not only of grassroots media find it difficult to get community members in the profession, maybe because of the idea they already have about journalists, and so to get them into it, one must first of all change your mindsets.
For instance, we have the community inside, wherein if we had professionals in the field to come school the public, to come school us, will go a long way to help us out. But yet we lack this expertise. In a situation where I'm handling health, in a situation where I'll be talking on health, well, I'm not from the scientific background. I did more of the art studies. But if I could lay hands on a doctor, if I could bring a doctor on set to help me talk about certain things, about the organs, talk about certain hygiene conditions, then it will go a long way to help out. Next slide, please.
Also, Krys Kofi brought up the problem of camera fright, collaboration, and access to information. When sources are interviewed, most of them refuse to talk because they don't want to be seen on television.
It's it's mandatory that we get sources. When I say sources, I mean people who will be able to tell us their own story, to tell us their own perspective, to tell us what they think about a certain story. So without sources, then there is no journalism. Without sources, then we have no news. Our news no longer become authentic. So now the problem is when we go to the field, people have camera fright. They don't collaborate. They don't give us the information we need. And because of this camera fright, I can remember an instant wherein we went to the market to cover the skyrocketing of prices and goods and commodities. And we're being threatened by some people of the public that, okay, since we are carrying their images to funny places, they are going to break our phones and all the rest. The moment you bring the phone or your camera before a source or before a person to tell his own side of the story, the first thing is the camera fright. They say, okay, if you're recording me with this camera, then I'm not going to talk.
Reporters also face the problem of insecurity, inadequate coverage, and limited reporting. Krys Kofi tells us more.
I'll talk of the aspect of insecurity, where we are all aware of the ongoing crisis in our country, the political instability. And so this has gone a long way to affect our job security in the first place. There are times that we don't even come, like a complete Monday working day for other people. We don't even near our job sites. We don't even near our office because of insecurity. We are afraid of the unknown.
Lastly, most reporters also face the problem of internet because some areas do not have network, camera, computer, and lighting.
And lastly, we go to the point of equipment, internet, cameras, computer, lighting. Very, very interesting. The aspect of internet, we see our bandwidth at times is not even enough to support us do a live stream. We attempted a live stream one time and we're very embarrassed and perplexed with the results. Our internet left us halfway. Then with the issue of cameras, you see, we do shooting here at the studio using just a stereotype angle, using a stereotype place of shooting, because we have limited cameras to able to give us multi-shots and all the rest. And even the aspect of the cameras to themselves, when we go out to the field, we have different climatic conditions, please. And so we need good cameras, good lens to be able to zoom in, zoom out, get broader views and all the rest. With computers, as earlier mentioned by Madam Gillette, I also do the editing of some of our news content. And so at times I'm a little bit slow in production because the machines we do have don't support, it's not required for editing. And so it goes a long way to affect our production. And then the issue of lightning, it will amaze you that where I sit here present, there is no electricity. I'm using a ring light and let me say a solar bulb, I guess, which I know can leave me at any time. So that is some of the challenges we do face here. I was given 5 minutes to present my worries, and then this brings me to my closing remark. I just want to thank you all for your attention. It's been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals and to be able to present my perspective before you all. Thank you, and over to you, Madam the Moderator.
We hope that in the days ahead, solutions to these problems are met, thereby increasing the standards of the profession and helping grassroots media to meet up expectations of the community. Elad Larissa, reporting for Gasa Media.